Introduction to Environmental Issues, Chapter 3, Lesson 1. What are the types of environmental issues? Here is a riddle for you. What place is bigger than the United States and Mexico combined? This place is covered with ice more than 2 kilometers thick. It is a habitat for many animals and is a source of oil, coal, and iron. Stumped? The answer is Antarctica. Some people think of Antarctica as a useless icy wasteland, but there are unique wildlife habitats in Antarctica. There are also valuable minerals beneath its thick ice. What is the best use of Antarctica? Many people want access to its rich deposits of minerals and oil. Others worry that mining will harm its delicate ecosystems. Some people propose building hotels, parks, and ski resorts. Others think that Antarctica should remain undeveloped. Who should decide Antarctica's fate? In 1998, 26 nations agreed to ban mining and oil exploration in Antarctica for at least 50 years. As resources become more scarce elsewhere in the world, the debate will surely continue. Antarctica's future is just one environmental issue that people face today. Environmental issues fall into 3 general categories: population growth, resource use, and pollution. Because these 3 types of issues are interconnected, they are very difficult to study and resolve. Population growth. The human population grew very slowly until about AD 1650. Around that time, improvements in medicine, agriculture, and waste disposal led to people's living longer. The human population has been growing faster and faster since then. When a population grows, the demand for resources also grows. Has your town or city ever experienced a water shortage? If so, you might have noticed that people have been asked to restrict their water use. This sometimes happens in areas with fast-growing populations. The water supplies in such areas were designed to serve fewer people than they do now, so shortages can occur during unusually dry weather. Resource use. Earth provides many materials people use throughout their lives. Anything that occurs naturally in the environment and is used by people is called a natural resource. Natural resources include trees, water, oil, coal, and other things. However, people do not use resources in the same way. In some areas of the world, people use a wide variety of resources. In other areas, people have little or no access to certain natural resources. For example, people in Central Asia live too far away from the ocean waters that provide fish and other resources. Conflict arises when a natural resource is scarce or used in a way that people feel is unfair. Pollution. Many environmental factors can contribute to less than ideal conditions on Earth for people and other organisms. The contamination of Earth's land, water, or air is called pollution. Pollution can be caused by waste, chemicals, noise, heat, light, and other sources. Pollution can destroy wildlife and cause human health problems. Pollution is usually related to population growth and resource use. As you probably know, the burning of gasoline releases pollutants into the air. With more cars on the road, more gasoline is used, so more pollutants are released into the air. As populations grow and more people need to be fed, more fertilizers and other chemicals may be used to produce that food. As these chemicals run off the land, they can pollute bodies of water. Pollution sources can be grouped into 2 categories. A point source is a specific pollution source that can be identified. A pipe gushing polluted water into a river is an example of point source. A non-point source of pollution is not as easy to identify. A non-point source is widely spread and cannot be tied to a specific origin. For example, the polluted air that can hang over urban areas comes from vehicles, factories, and other polluters. The pollution cannot be tied to any one car or factory. How are environmental decisions made? Dealing with environmental issues means making decisions. Decisions can be made at many levels. Your decision to walk to your friend's house rather than ride in a car is made at a personal level. A town's decision about how to dispose of its trash is made at a local level. A decision about whether the United States should allow drilling in a wildlife refuge is made on a national level. Decisions about how to protect Earth's atmosphere are made on a global level. Your personal decisions have a small impact, but when the personal decisions of millions of people are combined, they have a huge impact on the environment. Balancing different needs. Lawmakers work with many groups to make environmental decisions. One such group is environmental scientists. Environmental science is the study of natural processes and the environment and how humans can affect them. Data provided by environmental scientists are only part of the decision-making process. Environmental decision-making requires a balance between the needs of the environment and the needs of people. To help balance the different opinions on an environmental issue, decision makers weigh the costs and benefits of a proposal for change before making a decision. Types of costs and benefits. Costs and benefits are often economic. Will a proposal provide jobs? Will it cost too much money? Costs and benefits are not measured only in terms of money. For example, suppose a state must decide whether to allow logging in a certain area. Removing trees changes the ecosystem, which is an ecological cost. However, the wood and jobs provided by the logging are economic benefits. It is also important to consider the short-term and long-term costs and benefits of an environmental decision. A plan's short-term costs might be outweighed by its long-term benefits.